Welcome to the Real Shit Real Estate Podcast. Here to provide you with real shit and valuable content to change your financial future and generations to come. Please welcome your host, Byron the Investor, real estate entrepreneur from Houston, Texas. Oneil J. Parker, real estate entrepreneur from Lafayette, Louisiana. Byron Sellers, one half of the mobile home elite investors, straight from the Shyt. Welcome to today's show.
Oh my God!
What's up, fellas?
We in here, man. What's going down, man?
Long man, bless, man. Come.
Long time no see, man. What y'all boys got going on, man? What y'all was working on today?
Oh man. Rain.
Rain? It was raining out there?
It was raining out here bad.
Wow. It's crazy because like we on different sides of the country, so it's different stuff going on. It may be snowing over there where Byron at.
Hey, snow rain.
Snow rain. I already know. I know that's uncomfortable. I know y'all got that snow that hurt.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? You know
I gotta come down to H-Town, man.
Yeah, y'all got to. You know, we got beautiful weather out here, man. Like I swear to God, it felt like the heavens blessed the weather today. Perfect, man. I think the weather was probably like by 70, blue skies. Just, I mean, bro, you couldn't ask for better. Real talk.
You was with TJ today?
Yeah, I was with TJ, man. We was shooting some content. I shot some stuff for TJ, shot some stuff for JJ Simmons. All fire stuff, man. You know, it was crazy. So that's gonna be amazing. Like, because TJ just did like 200 on one deal. Yeah, like
nice.
Yeah, like 200. You feel me? So we're gonna be talking about that. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. Like the equity play on it was just dumb.
Man, listen, man, that's crazy, man. Listen, everybody. First of all, man, shout out to everybody who just on our webinar, man. I tell people, listen, I'm Steve Harvey this season. I'm working every other night, man. You gonna catch me just like Family Feud. You know, kids say the darndest things. I'm on here, webinars, lives. I'm giving free game. Shout out, I think it's Navari, and then April. April, I see your question. I'm gonna get to your question when we tap in a little bit. I definitely got you on that one. Unless y'all want me to go ahead and hurry and take her question.
Yeah,
man, go ahead. Let's get it.
All right, April. And she was waiting patiently. So in Cleveland, the biggest thing you want to do is you want to winterize the mobile homes, right? You can pour antifreeze in the toilets. You want to definitely, because again, you want to keep, and if you have the electricity and you have the gas on in the mobile homes, you want to keep at least a faucet just kind of running a little bit, so that way to keep the water on it. You want to make sure all of the pipes underneath the mobile home have heat tape. So any mobile home handy guy, they're gonna know about that heat tape on there. And so you definitely, you just want to winterize it. Anybody who knows how to winterize an actual single family home, they'll have a field day in a mobile home because it's much simpler. They won't even have to do as much, but you definitely want to winterize that home.
No doubt.
Yes, man. We deep in here. I see you here. I see Beth, Felipe. What's up? Welcome, man. Listen, man, y'all need to make sure y'all following Oneil and Byron the Investor. Man, these brothers, when I tell y'all, they listen, young gurus. Young gurus in their respective fields, man. One hailing from Houston, the other hailing from Lafayette, Louisiana, man. I'm telling y'all, these guys, keep on tuning in. Make sure you following them. They both drop so much content. They give so much free game. y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, they beyond blessed to even be doing it alongside these two brothers.
No doubt. And also make sure y'all hit that like button too. I see it's 25 of us in here. Let's go and hit that like button real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, show some love with that like button. But yeah, let's go ahead and kick it off, Byron. You had some interesting. You had an interesting topic today, and let's get into it, man. Oneil, you want to say something to the people before we kick it off?
If anybody's on here, make sure y'all pay attention. Ask some good questions. We love engagement. If you have anything, put in the chat box. We'd love to talk about it. And if you're looking to get started, ask those questions. Listen to what we have to say. Don't let nothing stop you. Just take action. Let's go. We want to see you win. That's why we have this podcast. We got this podcast to give you game because we want to see you win. So let's get it.
Oops, my bad. There we go. And that happened. See,
you got some fun, Byron.
Yes, indeed. We live. So let's get to it, Byron. What you got, Byron?
So, man, we talking about zero to profit in 30 days. How to start a profitable business with no money. Basically no money down in 30 days. And it's dope because you two are true testaments on how to start that. But I think that's what we wanted to share with the people about this. So I got a question to really start off for you guys. So basically, like, what mindset do you need to begin to be in business?
You want to get it, Oneil?
Yeah. So like how you do one thing is basically how you do everything. So it's all about training your mind, training the way you think. So if you're gonna get in business, you have to know that you won't make $100,000 the first month. Well, you can, it's possible, but in the reality, you have to learn the business that you're about to go in. So you're gonna fail a lot. You might not make no money. You're not gonna have no contacts. So you gotta realize that it's baby steps to get to success. So you have two options when you walk in the building. You could take the elevator or you could take the stairs. You want to be that person to take the stairs because every step is a learning step. Every step you're getting better and better. You're getting closer to your goal. So if you just take the elevator, you go straight to the top, you ain't gonna know nothing in your business. So it's just like hiring a VA to run your business and you don't even know how to train a VA. So you have to take that into consideration when you're going into a business. Just because you see a lot of people on Instagram that's winning already, you got to realize where they started. Go scroll at the bottom to see where the business actually started. In real estate, you might lose your first 10 deals before you make some money. So you got to realize that you have to keep going. And in real estate, it's like 2%, 3% that succeed because everybody see the lifestyle that people are living that been in the game for 4, 5, 6 years. So don't get discouraged when you fail multiple times in the beginning because it happens to everybody. And another thing is you don't have to know everything to get started. You learn a simple thing and you take action on that simple thing and you keep on learning as you go. And just keep an open mind and always look to learn and ask people that's doing what you're doing. And then don't be scared to open your mouth. Because I was a shy person, but when it came to me making money, that shyness went out the window. And that same thing should go to you.
No
and if you're struggling with anything, like you don't like to talk to people, you might want to form a partnership with a talker,
Yeah.
If you suck at something, try to figure that out in the beginning, how you can fix that problem. And that's a little bit I got to say. You just got to have that mindset of having an open mind and looking past the failures and looking at success and just working backwards from that.
No doubt.
Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, man.
What about you, B? What's the mindset what's the mindset that you need to begin to begin a business, right? Before you even start your profitable business.
I'm a first person to say I didn't have everything together. I didn't have all of my thought process figured out. I just knew that I wanted to win, and I knew that whatever I was going to start, I was just going to continue. So my mindset, and if I could tell myself again, or if I could tell somebody else, it would just be like, look, business to me is kind of like a marriage, right? So for me, it's like you can't go into it not wanting to accept the good and the bad, because they both come together, and you just got to understand that you got to work through those difficult moments. And you have to, like how Oneil said, you have to learn to only kind of see the success. Now you recognize the failure, right? And you work to prepare the failure, but you don't want to live in the failure, and you never want to take that failure personal. I have it real hard taking failure personal. Like, I look at it as it's a me thing, and it's not a you thing. It's a lot of times if you fall off on something, it's not a you thing. It's really just the process, something you did that you could have tweaked a little bit better, or something you could have learned in that process to make you a little bit better. But the main thing is just to never personalize your wins or your losses, because even your wins a lot of times are just a part of a process that you learn and something that you just learn to repeat over and over again. So don't take the wins personal, and don't take the losses personal. That's the main thing. That's the mindset I feel like I had more than anything, you know.
Oh man, no, that's so dope, man. I think both of y'all just hit it like dead on the head. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't even elaborate further on that. For what you guys said, and just shout out everybody again coming from our webinar. I see you guys got some questions, so yeah, I'm gonna probably give it a few minutes. We'll definitely get the questions, but we definitely want to dive in. Like I said, we talking 0 to profit in 30 days with no capital. So everybody that jumped in the webinar, I'm gonna give y'all some game on how to start in a mobile home business with 0 capital. So just stay tuned. I got y'all on that. Again, just for y'all joining, man. So Oneil, man, what would you say some examples of businesses that you can get started in 30 days?
Shit. So, I just started a business, a roofing company, with $0, nothing, you know. And how this started was because we just had a hurricane. It was Hurricane Laura and Hurricane Delta hit Louisiana, and 5 of my rentals needed a roof replaced. And I was just thinking, if I know some guys that can get this done for $70 a square, you know, and then a big company is charging $280, $290 a square, why not start my own company? I don't have to do the work. I ain't got to do the work. All I do is I have to post on Facebook saying, hey, if anybody needs roofs done, you hit this number. Or you go in Facebook groups. So in Louisiana, they have a hurricane aftermath group or something like that. Everybody posts, I need the roof done, I need the roof done. You just go in there and say, hey, I know this company that does great roofs. And it's really yourself, and you're referring it to, you know, whatever the name of the business is. So that's how we started that. And we started with 0 money. So we just went out there, start putting ourselves out there. We're a roofing company. We call the contractors, go do the job, and we get paid like that. So we're the middleman, just like wholesaler, but we just marketing. That's basically what we are, a marketing company. Started with no money.
Wow.
And we 30 days.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, he just dropped game on how. Listen, if anybody don't know how to do a roofing company, Oneil just dropped the murder game on the roofing company. On something that he wasn't even. That ain't even like your main business, right?
I don't know nothing about it. Well, now I do, but I didn't know nothing about it.
But tell me on the real. But what kind of numbers did you do just during this hurricane season? On just with the roofing company that you started really for your own 5 rentals, right? And that needed a roof, right? So hold on, wait a minute. So you started a roofing company because you needed to fix your own roofs, right?
Right.
How much money did you make? How much money did you make doing this little time on the roofing?
So we're not even a month in business. We made over 6 figures. Not even a month.
Hey.
Y'all hear that? Did you thank the Lord for a hurricane, or did you?
Oh, hell yeah, hurricane, a blessing. But you gotta realize
that's horrible.
And I'm sure people are having that thought process that's probably thinking like this business only gonna last because the demand is super high. But you gotta realize that that's a major thing with houses. All houses need roofs.
Yeah.
So this business ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if you're gonna start a business, start a need-based business, not a business that's gonna fade in 6 months.
That's true.
Wow, wow. Roofing business.
You can do that with anything. You can do that with flooring, painting, all that.
Oh yeah.
Just be a marketer You call somebody or say, "Hey, bro, I'm trying to make money. I'm gonna keep you busy.
Yeah.
Charge me, a little bit less, and we're gonna eat together."
It's just like that.
Facts.
Wow.
It's a middleman job. They're just like Walmart, Amazon, all that. The middleman always makes the most money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Don't do no work.
Facts.
That's a beautiful thing.
Facts.
That's a beautiful thing.
What about you, B? What's an example of a business you say they could start in 30 days?
You know what? I'm gonna defer to what I do. You know what I mean? Because it didn't take me long to do 30 grand when I by myself, right? I would say starting out as for me, I'm gonna tell you as a wholesaler. You know what I mean? The main thing you're gonna want to do, you go out, you put, you either put out. Well, what I did was I put out bandit signs. I didn't drive for dollars, but I think if you just wanted to do it with no capital, you could easily drive for dollars easily. And find you some property, skip trace them. Of course, you want to use Turbo Skip to get some reliable data, and turboskip.com. And that's it. You skip those records, call those homeowners up, and just find somebody that's open to sell. Listen, my first couple of deals was just that. I found, now on mine, I ended up finding some people to JV with, right? So all I did was I literally drove a couple properties, right? Found me some homeowners that was found some ugly houses, skip traced all those numbers, called those people, and literally locked the property up as a buyer of the property, put that property out, right? And this happened for me during Hurricane Harvey, another hurricane. God bless the hurricane. I mean that in the best way, kinda. But
there's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be made in disasters. That's basically what you're saying.
That's the truth.
Right.
That's the truth. And I'm just being honest with you.
Right.
It's just like even with this Corona thing, it's gonna be millionaires made with this Corona thing if your mindset is right.
Correct.
You feel me? Going into it. So I literally put them properties under contract, Byron and Oneil, and literally $30K in 30 days. All
and
profit.
So in your first 30 days, you made 30,000.
30,000.
In your first 30 days real estate.
First 30 days. Well, not my first 30 days, but I've made it in 30 days. So my first 30 days, it was probably like 20 something. I did like 20 something, just to keep it real.
Hold on. He hear what he said? He said, it wasn't 30, it was 20 something.
Yeah, it was 20 something, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, how many people in these comments would have loved to make $20,000 in your first 30 days? That was half my salary when I was working.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's up, bro.
I love it, man. So like for me, I got a lot of my tribe in here, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that was on the webinar. Shout out to everybody that's in my Facebook group. I feel like we got a good amount of mobile home investors on here. So one thing I'm seeing, a common thing is contractors. Finding reliable contractors. So here's something of business. Again, I'm gonna say this exclusively on this. There is a need for mobile home contractors in the industry. There's a shortage of it. What does that mean? There is opportunity. Oneil talked about being a middleman. You can become, here's the thing. We all know the Home Depot. My people in Chicago with me, right? I see Beth. Who else in there? I see, is it Vergie? We in Chicago. We know that the Home Depot on Cicero, what's that, 30-something Cicero, it'd be a bunch of people outside looking for work. All right, if you're willing to find them transportation, go rent out a van or whatever that looks like, right? Take them to a mobile home, they can still do work. You can become the mobile home contractor plug in your city because there is a shortage of it. Every park, if you go to a park and say, hey, do you guys use a service? They're gonna be like, man, we looking for one too. We looking for a reliable one. Across the country, every complaint I hear is finding reliable handyman for mobile homes. And the reason why is because most of the dudes that do it, they live in a park, right? They may not care too much about it. You give them some beers, right? They gonna get drunk. They know what they do, and they know their clientele. But if you are able to put that together, and the beautiful thing about it being a mobile home contractor, it is not as strenuous as needing to be a contractor in a regular single-family, multi-family unit. All right. You can definitely go get a group of guys. Yo, like Oneil said, you need some work. Find out what their labor rates is, right? Now you put together the team. You go find out the demand. You go on Facebook. You start seeing. You're gonna see people posting their homes for sale. Hey, do you need contractors or whatever? Put them in Facebook groups. Hey, look, do you need contractors? call me now. You got the high demand full of work. You getting things done, and then you use that money to go fix your mobile homes up.
Wow.
Damn. That's good. Byron said something real good. So in the real estate business, that is the hardest thing to find great contractors in all real estate. Mobile homes, commercial, residential, fixing, flipping, rehabbing, having rentals. That is the number one thing. That is the hardest thing to find. A good, consistent, good pricing contractor.
No doubt.
Facts.
No doubt.
Facts.
And somebody you can communicate with. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You know, some of the best contractors are, you know, just the way you just being real, they either too busy or they don't speak English good. You feel me? So when you can create that barrier, but I'm just being real. You know, Oneil going to a customer, right? They gonna be more open to want to work with Oneil because there's no language barrier, it's no misunderstanding on what's the expectations, right? And I'm not saying that, you know, that it's just the truth. You know what I mean? Sometimes being able to communicate with people puts you in a situation where you could just immediately take off and use that business to fuel your passive income. You know what I mean? Like it's just like Oneil. He did, you know, over $100,000 in roofing, and then turned around and bought 2 more houses. And how many rentals you got right now, Oneil?
21.
21.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. You know what I mean?
Wow. Oneil, how old is you, bro? Let them know how old you is.
27.
27 with almost more properties than his age.
Hey, next year we trying to get 20 minimum.
Hey, square business. So
man, that's serious. That's serious right there, bro.
No doubt.
So, Oneil, you talked about the roofing company, right? But I think we want to get people some value today. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think we got 30 people in here. This man, I love it. So how can one start a profitable business with no money in 30 days, right? And what I want you to do is give me an example. Like I want them to, like, you can take some time. You need like 10 minutes or so.
Oh no,
break down.
Let's get it. Yeah. Let's get it. So every situation, every problem needs to have a solution. You need to create that solution. So every great business started by solving a problem. So let's just say you need your toilet fixed, or how to become a handyman. Perfect. Go do all the research, which is free. Go do the research, how to become a handyman. Create an ebook, which is also free. Go on Canva, write that shit, put that shit together, and start selling it. You just created a business. Easy like that, for free. But the thing is, you gotta attack something that's a problem. So quality handyman is a problem. So you can teach people how to find quality handyman, which we just spoke about. So we just gave you a whole free business.
No,
so you make an ebook. You make an ebook saying, hey, you want to find quality handyman? You go to Home Depot. You meet 5 people. You call them. You build a relationship with them. Buy them some beer. Buy them tacos, and let them know, hey, I'm gonna keep you busy for the next 10 months.
10 months.
You know, but I need this price at 50 cents. Because we both gonna make money together. I'm gonna charge $1. I'm gonna pay you 50 cents. We both make 50 cents. Keep an open relationship. Call them up all the time. Keep the relationship. You record those calls. You put in the ebook. You got a masterpiece.
Straight up.
Ooh, he just gave y'all. That's a 6-figure business.
It's straight up.
Hey, I'm about to do that now. I didn't.
No doubt.
Because that's everybody's struggle, how to find good handymen or contractors.
No doubt.
Yeah.
As an investor, how easy was it to find your contractors for your new build, Byron?
Oh, it was difficult. And see, and it was crazy. I've just honestly, so I'm doing 2 new constructions pretty much right now. I'm doing 1 full new construction. The other one is pretty much new construction. Oneil's seen them, you know what I mean? And you know, I just literally got to the place to where I feel confident that I'm good at picking contractors. And I feel like I'm good at gauging if this person is going to be serious or not just contractors, but employees in general. Like, I feel like I've gotten better and better. I've honed my skills on being able to work with employees, understanding when I'm being taken advantage of, understanding when I'm seeing some things that don't look right. My radar is on point, because right now, when I'm dealing with a contractor, the moment I see something shady, I'm going 0 to 10. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I'm still working on it. I'm not one of those people, you know, like Miss Obama say, you know, when they go low, I go high. I'm like one of them motherfuckers. Like when they go low, I gonna go lower. Like, yo, I'm going lower. Like, you feel me? I'm going to the gut on your motherfucking ass, and you gonna feel it. But I'm working on that. You understand what I'm working on that. But what I'm saying is, my radar for bullshit is real high, and so I don't tolerate anytime. Like if I tell them to show up at a certain time, and they don't show up at a certain time, that may just be the last time that they ever even talk to me again, right? My tolerance for like certain things is just real low. It's real low. So for me, dealing with contractors, I think you just gotta kind of be like that, man. I used to try to be nice and understanding. I don't do that no more.
I used to be nice too. They take nice. Take advantage, and I'm gonna charge him a lot. He's too nice.
Exactly. Thank you, Rachel. No doubt.
Appreciate you, Rach. Thank you. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick. I told them I got a treat. I got a lot of my people on here, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick a mobile home wholesaling, right? The fact that, you know, again, talk about zero money. So the biggest thing is you got to create a buyer's list. You can create a free buyer's list on Google Forms, Jotform. That's a free service. And what you want to do is you want to collect much data as possible, right? So you're looking to see, you know, what's your name, what's your phone number, what's your email. That name, phone number, email, that data right there is what listen, that's what Facebook makes all the money off us, right? Google makes all the money. Data. Data is the new gold. It's the new oil, whatever you want to call it, right? So again, you want to start finding out how many bedrooms are you looking for in your job form? 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom, how many baths? What's your job? What do you work at? How long you been at your job? You want to find out what's their price range? How much can they put down on a down payment? Will they have financing? You want all of this information for them to fill it out. Because here's the thing: if somebody fills it out, they're serious. If somebody look at your application like, I ain't filling this out, then good. That's what you weeding the people out who you know what I'm saying, who not serious. All right. So then you post that all over. You put it on Craigslist. If you do, you know, looking for new houses, or you can put, you know, have affordable housing. You can go on large Facebook groups, post that in there, right? Now they can click the link. Now you're collecting data. Put all that, and you put all that in an Excel sheet or Google sheet, right? So now what you're doing, you got all these buyers, because that's the biggest thing. You got all of these buyers lined up. So now you're going to Facebook, or you go onto Craigslist, or OfferUp. You go on these places, and now you're looking for people selling their homes. So you're looking for the people selling your homes. Now you're hitting them up. Hey, how you doing? I'm interested in your home. Ask them, how you been selling your home? Is this the only way you be selling them? So now they may say, well, you know, I got for sale signs. I'm on here. Now you hit them with a gang of stuff. Now people that got my course, what you want to do is you want to tell them, say every one of those things. It's on Craigslist, on Facebook. You want to say you want to give them a list of things. Have you listed this? The average person gonna be like, nah, not yet. I haven't done it. You can say, well, listen, I offer a service free of charge. I make my money on the back end. What I can do is I can help you market your home. I have a list of buyers already looking for a home. And from there, you know what I'm saying, I can help you out. Most people gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Now you get them on a purchase agreement contract, right? Now you get pictures of the house, you get everything you need, and you send all that out to your buyers list. Right? Let's say you got 100 different leads. Now you might get 5 people that's interested in the house. So now you do an open house. Let your buyer know, hey, I got these people coming over the house, whatever. Now the most serious buyer, you have them apply for the park. So closing is really easy. Now you got a wholesale deal. Closing, you actually have the buyer have the title in hand. You have a bill of sale for the actual seller, right? Because you guys agree to the price, and then you have a bill of sale for the actual buyer at y'all locked in price. So let's say the seller is selling the house at $10,000, right? Now you market that house for $16,000, because you know you can make a $6,000 difference from marrying the two. At closing, you show up, you got 2 bill of sales, right? You get the check from your actual buyer. You post date the check to your seller because you want to make sure the funds clear. You post date the check to your seller. You give them that. You get the title. You give them your seller the title. You give your buyer the bill of sale. You just completed your first wholesale deal. $0.
Crazy,
Damn.
crazy, 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 crazy.
I like that.
Man, make sure
It's only 27 people. That's on. I got to give them some, give them some good stuff, man. They came in. Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hold on, we going. Yes, hit the like button. Yeah. So,
Good vibe.
yes, indeed. So, Byron, let's talk to him. So, what else we got on the what you call it before we get to some of these questions? Because it looked like we got a lot of questions in here, and we want to make sure we get these questions.
For sure. So one thing before we get to them questions, we could take a little break before we get to questions. And we say, so basically, like, what are some obstacles that you can occur in that business, right? We talk about the 30 days. What's some things that you can kind of be like, all right, man, this could come about and kind of get somebody off they square?
That's a good question. It's a good question. I would say communication is definitely number one. Because if you're dealing with people, the fastest thing to mess up anything is not communicating with people.
No doubt.
So, if you trying to buy anything, you keep calling the person that you're trying to buy something from, or, they're not answering the phone, they get frustrated and they just go to the next person. So you just lost some money just because you ain't pick up the phone. So if you want to get in business, make sure you always got your phone on you. Because like I said, when people call you, they want to talk to you because they're trying to give you money.
Yes.
So in real estate, buyers want to buy a property from you. So if you're not answering the phone, they going on to the next deal. Like, this dude ain't serious. He ain't got no property. He's just a wholesaler. I ain't got time for it. Short attention span for bullshit. So be on top of your game at all times. What you got, Byron?
What's the question again?
So what are some obstacles that can occur in business that, like, that can kind of sidetrack somebody within them 30 days?
Honestly, I think mindset, man. I think a lot of times, man, fear, right? Anxiety, honestly, also past losses, right? Because sometimes we associate anytime we've tried to strike out and do something new, right, with danger, right? Because a lot of times it did involve danger. Like when we got on that bike for the first time, we fell off, bust our ass probably, you know what I mean? And that didn't go good, right? So, or we maybe tried to swim and coughed up a bunch of water, right? So sometimes those thoughts jump into our mind when we want to do something different in business, and that fear and anxiety can kind of make you freeze. And I think if you really, anytime you jumping into something new, one thing I learned, like I remember the first time I did like a backflip, right? And it weirded me out because when I did it with absolutely no fear because I internalized the concept in my mind, and I just went and did it with zero fear, no hesitation, and I did probably one of the best flips. You would think that I had been doing backflips forever. And a lot of the reason why I feel like I was able to get that done was simply because I just didn't allow myself to fear. I didn't allow myself to overthink. I didn't allow myself to think about me busting my ass. You know what I mean? I just be honest with you. So I think fear and not allowing the naysayers and what everybody else opinion, what everybody else that's broke's opinion is about whatever you're getting ready to do. Just block that stuff out, man, and just go do what you know you're supposed to do. And 9 times out of 10, if you do it right and if you practice the fundamentals right, you're going to win, or at least learn how to win in the future. Because sometimes you just may lose just because whatever the situation, you may not know what you don't know, but you'll at least know, you'll learn how to win from that venture, if that makes sense.
No, for sure.
I think I got something else. Distraction.
Yes.
And lack of consistency.
Oh yeah.
So you can how y'all feel about that? Distraction.
Oh man.
No, that's facts.
That's fire.
So distraction, a lot of things is noise. Mm-hmm. You got friends that's not doing what you're doing. You have your parents that's not doing what you're doing. You got people, all around you that's not familiar with this new business that you're trying to do. So they all in your ear saying, that ain't gonna work. How you gonna make some money and you don't have no money or your credit bad? You can't make no money like that. So they telling you all these things because they're not familiar with the things that you're trying to do. So distractions will hinder your business. It will hinder you, you know. It will get you discouraged, thinking that you really can't do this business that you're trying to do because everybody around you has no clue what you're doing. And then you gonna feel like you're a Smurf or you're a weirdo. Because
you're the only one thinking about what you thinking about. So
you're a unicorn.
You the problem.
You're a unicorn. Yeah, and you become the outsider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another thing is lack of consistency. So every business needs marketing. If you're not posting everything that you're doing every day, you never get new clients or new customers. If you're not picking up the phone every day talking to sellers, if you're in real estate, you never gonna close a deal because nobody know that you got a deal. So
straight up,
whatever business that you're in, whatever that you got to do, be consistent, and then you'll see it through, and you'll be good. Be consistent and stay away from the bullshit and the bullshit people.
No doubt. We got a good question here. You want to see if you could tackle this question, Byron?
I got you. So what happens if the rent-to-own buyer does not pay the mobile home park lot fee? So that's why the important thing is when you're offering rent-to-own, you want them to actually get on a lease with the park. So for example, if you get on a park, right, and you get approved and the park says, hey, you have to fill out this lease. Always, first thing you want to ask the park is, okay, if I have to move, I can terminate this lease, right? As long as I get another buyer in here. They're going to say yes. Now, the job is when you're selling it rent-to-own, they have two payments. You need to make sure to take all responsibility off. They need to get on the lease with the park. So you have them apply for the park. Once they are approved, then those responsibilities get rolled over to the tenant. So now the tenant is responsible for two payments, paying the park and you. Now, if the tenant doesn't pay the park will evict them, and then you will get your house back. If they don't pay you, then you do the eviction, and again, you get your house back. So for the tenant buyer and mobile home investing doing rent to own, they have a lot of responsibility. As long as you explain that to them, trust me, they're not gonna miss no payments.
I like that. And the mobile home part is gonna work for you.
Exactly.
Oh, bro, that happened to us before. Like we had a tenant. I was nice. I'm like, look, bro, I'll give you 30 days to leave the premises. All right, because I honestly I didn't feel like filing for no eviction and getting the sheriff and all
and
that. Yeah, I'm like, and it's gonna cost me.
Yeah.
Hey, the park. I told the park like, yeah, you know what they're gonna do. They're like, oh, that's okay. We already got their papers. We can see them in court on Monday. I'm like,
wow.
What?
Wow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So Byron, so how do y'all? So who ended up having to do the rough talks when y'all have evictions and stuff like that?
Me.
Okay.
Because Sharnice would ship, I cuss them out. So for me it'd be more. I'm a little more kind of
living more diplomatic with it.
Yeah, because it's been time. She be like, oh no, let me talk to them. And I'm like, no, baby, I got it.
Oneil, what you do with evictions, man? Like what you do with how do you deal with your evictions?
Property manager, bro. I don't play games no more. I used to be nice. You know what I mean? Like what you say? My tolerance for bullshit is, it used to be everything good. You know what I mean?
Razor thin, just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just almost there. Just
so what it is now, let's just say somebody's struggling to pay. I need communication before. So the payment is due on the 1st. You got to tell me on the 25th, 26th, 27th. I don't need you telling me on the 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
And ducking calls.
You know what? Yeah, you know when the money's due. So if you don't pay by the 5th, late fees starting on the 6th. If you don't pay by the 10th, you got to go.
You got to go. Go.
What you do, B?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So for me, I'm good with having difficult conversations with people, and I do think sometimes people can take my diplomacy right as weakness sometimes, because I do kind of try my best to be diplomatic. I try to talk to people in a rational, reasonable way. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes people get it twisted, be like, oh, he rational. But yeah, he rationally gonna kick your ass out too. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. So for me, I just kind of just stick to the rules. I don't bend my rules. I think that's another thing that I try to maintain with people. Because one thing I've noticed about people, like if you bend your own rules, they just lose respect for the rules, period. Right? So if you allow the smallest, you allow the smallest things to go and not check, people think, oh, okay, I could just disrespect this other rule. I'm like, nah, like all the rules we gonna follow. If it's a late payment, if you late by 1 day, you paying me $45. If you late another day, another day, you gonna pay another $15 until whatever. You know what I mean? And then after that 10th day, you will have an eviction letter sitting on your door. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen. It's a guarantee. And when people know that you consistently are gonna hold them accountable, they just, I ain't gonna play with this dude. I ain't playing with him. He's serious about his business. He takes care of his business. And also the same thing, even with my if they call me about a leak, if they call me about something is wrong, I'm fixing it. Like I'm fixing it ASAP. I'm calling you more than you calling me about your problem in your house. Because to me, I do that because it's like, I'm not breaking none of my rules. If I expect for you to pay your rent on time, then you're gonna expect for me to keep the house in a livable condition. And that's just the way I keep it,
No, that's what's up, man. I love it. Hey, you said you don't want no habitual line steppers.
Nah.
That's one thing you don't want.
The habitual line steppers, bro. I crushed them feet. I'm telling you. I let them know, man, we not stepping across this line. You step across this line, it's coming with consequences. Believe that.
So everybody on here, you see how Byron talked about that. You can set your terms for your late fees, right? Mm-hmm. You can definitely set your terms. So the reason why you want those late fee terms the way you have it like that is because, again, like he said, it's diplomacy, right? You're going to learn that. And the reason when you said that, I know a couple that charge $25 a day. After the fifth, it's $25 a day for the first 10 days. Then it's $75. I'm like, how? How are you doing that? But they say they never had nobody pay late though. They say they got one guy that pays 3 days late, so he pays his extra $75. Yeah. But he he used to it. But I'm like, but they like, yeah, we lay that rule down because we know when people about to sign a lease, they know. So it's like, all right, you know what you're getting into. You can't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah. It's 45 days on that first one, and after that it's 15 days. $15 per day after that. So
I need to up mine.
What yours is?
What's $10?
Oh wow, yeah. So that first day is
$10 a day.
$10 a day.
So somebody got a good question in here. Let's see what we got. So Virgil,
what's up, Virgil?
So who want to tackle that?
Hey, can we go back to contract? So it's a woman approaching men.
Oh,
not really real sure. What advice? Oh, okay. So that's a good question, right? Because I think that just like a car dealership, right? Some men will try to take advantage and say overcharge you for things. So one thing I'll tell you is, all right, you want to know the main things, right? You're going to go to one day I'll say do your homework. You want to go like Home Depot and start studying, right? You go online and start studying. So for example, if you're talking to just specifically mobile homes, right? Again, in the course, we talk about the different things that's needed. You want to know those prices. The major thing I always ask contractors and handyman up front, what's the labor cost? Tell me what your labor charge is. So that way I can, because now once you quote me for materials, I can be like, all right, I did my homework. I know shit don't cost that much. It shouldn't cost. Where you getting this from? You buying your own tools? Like what is this coming from? So if you know your numbers already on materials, and then that way you can gauge whether or not you want to pay that labor.
No doubt. I know Oneil got some gems.
I would say, whatever you're gonna do, let's just say you're gonna do a bathroom. Know how much it costs per square foot to lay a tile.
Yes.
Always pay for your own materials. Never give money up front. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Never.
That's a no-go.
So if they say they need half a deposit now, you need to ask them, where's this money going? Why am I paying you half up front? Why? I'm giving you money to. Or you could say, hey, if they're doing a big project, so let's just say they're painting the house. So you can break it up into payments. So once you put the sheetrock on the wall, I could pay you for putting the sheetrock on the wall. Once you put the mud on the wall, I could pay you for completing the mud on the wall.
No doubt.
And once you paint the wall, completed paint the wall, that's when I'll pay you for painting the wall. Don't ever give them money up front, and don't ever give them more money than they need. Give them money for each job, and you could break that down and say, hey, I'm going to pay you this, and that. And don't give them $1 extra.
No doubt.
And that's how you do it. And then you also want to say, so let's just say you charge $350 a square foot. How long does it take? And hold them to that. Say, hey, if it's going to take 5 days, I'll give you 6 days. If give them an extra day in case it rains.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Say, hey, on the 6th day, the job got to be complete. If it's not completed by the 6th day, you're going to lose money starting on the 7th day.
Straight up.
And you got to be clear, straight up. Like on the 7th day, you losing $100 a day. So if it ain't complete, it's on you.
No doubt. And for me, I think with contractors now, the good thing about the position that I'm in now, I get contractors that hit me up all the time. Once the word kind of get out that you do a lot of rehabs or you in the business, people start hitting you up. So that works for me in my favor in the sense that I'm always getting bids. I'm always getting somebody that's trying to outbid somebody. And so I try to I just use that kind of as like a knowledge gathering process. So, okay, so you could do this bathroom for this much. You could do this AC for this much. You could do this for this much. You could do that for this much. And you just kind of jot that stuff down, whether on paper or in your memory, however you do it. But the thing about it is you want to understand kind of like what Oneil was saying, what the market is willing to pay for this particular service. You know what I mean? And you always want to question as to why this, why that. And for me, what I do is I'll go ahead and pay for my materials. Like, so say for instance, they say they're going to do this, and the third. I say, okay, when you getting ready to start? Okay, well, this is what we'll do. Go and price out everything that you need, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go up there and I'm gonna pay for it and let y'all go ahead and handle the business and take care of what you need to take care. I'll meet them, and it's just to kind of establish that level of integrity at the beginning and just let them know that, look, I'm not playing with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not playing with you. I want you to be honest, and I expect, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? And you want to be honest with them. So, and another thing that I do is if I see some inconsistencies in anything in their behavior, especially at the beginning, I kind of let stuff slide towards the end. If I know that this person is stand up, you feel me? But at the beginning, if I see anything that's inconsistent in their behavior, like they show up a little off, they doing a little stuff, immediately terminate that relationship, because they testing you. It's a test. And a lot of times when you go into a contract relationship, that's kind of like a marriage in the sense of they doing half your work. And if they get in half your work, a lot of times they force you to tolerate BS that you normally wouldn't tolerate if you knew from the beginning. So that's how they get you a lot of times. They'll paint your wall and then mess up half the other wall. And they'll tell you, well, I need to repaint that again. And they try to play these little games with you. So you want to, any little inconsistencies at the beginning is usually a sign that they're going to be inconsistent throughout. So just cancel that. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button real quick. Hit that like button. We got 30 people. Please hit that like button.
One more thing. Always get multiple bids on a job. Do not use the first bid.
No doubt.
If you get 3 to 4 bids and they all around the same, then you know the number that they're telling you is a fair market price.
No doubt.
Most of the time, if you get 3 bids as a woman, you're gonna get one that's extremely high, one that's probably in the middle, and one that's probably a little bit lower than that. Never go with the highest, never go with the lowest. Probably stick to the middle, and that probably be your guy.
And with contractors, somebody asked a real good question.
Shit.
Yeah. So how do you find? So for me, the good thing about contractors is they don't work for my company. So for me, I just don't contact them no more. I don't have to. I just don't, because for me, you'll know where you stand with me at the beginning. I don't play around with it. I don't halfway. It's no confusion where we stand. It's I fool with you, I don't fool with you. It's just that simple. And if you don't get a call from me, or if I just tell you, I end up going with somebody else, that it just is what it is. So I don't really fire them. I just don't fool with them no more. And if I see them on a job, right, I try my best to make it work with them, because a lot of times when you have a contractor that you're working with, they know a whole bunch about the project. So I hate firing people inside of a job. I try my best to work it out. But if I can't work it out, of course, I got to let you go. You know what I mean? But I will try to work with you, because 9 times out of 10, if you did some phony looking BS at the beginning, I done already cut you loose anyway. So what you think, Oneil and Byron?
That's good. Me, myself, if you suck, I'll pay you for what you completed, and you got to go. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. Braised by Joya Bean.
Yes, indeed.
So no, definitely. If your work suck, hey, listen, this ain't gonna work out. I tell them straight up, I'm going with somebody else, and then most likely they're gonna try to, hey, well, no, what you need, and you know what I'm saying? I could do it, and it's just like, no, I'm good. And you just gotta stand firm on it. Like, no, I mean, honestly, if that's your personality, if you fire people, you're fired. Like you want to say that, you can, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just, just more lines of just.
I don't do that, because I just feel like, a lot of times they be having access to your property. They know people, you know what I mean? They come back to your property. So I try to be diplomatic, but I let them know that, hey, I just chose to go, I got a, a better situation over here, and just leave it at that,
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
But yeah, any more questions we got, Byron, before, because I know we got some questions in here too, but I want to make sure we can get these people this value on this zero to profit.
Let me bang out a few of these. Let me see real quick. We talked about the contractor.
For the people that's on, if y'all can, let us know how y'all enjoying it. Put it in the comments. It'd be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Real feedback too. Don't be scared.
Yeah, tell us the truth. Like we tell them contractors.
You're right. If we sucking right now, tell us.
We provide value.
Let's see. Granville Handy says, do you think an RV park is a good investment right now in the Lake Charles, Louisiana area? I don't know how travel is. Yeah, how's that area, Oneil? I mean, for example, so here's the thing about RV park. If it's more stationary, so right now you got to understand what's going on. Some people may be a little bit more reluctant to travel. And so, or you have more people that's maybe downsizing and say, hey, you know what? I don't know what this is going to do, so I can give up my house and I'm going to live in this RV, this camper for the next 6 months to 8 months. So if you're thinking about buying a whole community or RV community, is gauging, I'm going to say how travel is going right now. Then I would say you want a place that's less than a travel place, more of an RV park that more people are consistently living in. But if Lake Charles is kind of like a travel place, Oneil, you'll know a little bit better than that. You down in Louisiana, then I personally wouldn't suggest it.
Okay. Well, you're not really from here. I would say it would be good to buy, but you got to make sure the numbers right, because I'm gonna tell you why. It's good to buy that because one, we just had a hurricane out there, and the damage it got is like Hurricane Katrina, if y'all remember that in New Orleans. It's probably about the same of now. It's worse because a lot of people are displaced, and with a lot of people while they're rehabbing their house, they gotta wait 6-7 months because all the contractors busy. They gotta have a place to live, so they gotta park that RV in a RV park. Another thing, we have a lot of oil and gas and petrochemical plants. A lot of guys travel because they're gonna work at these plants. They have to park their RV somewhere. So that's a good thing to buy. So yeah, it'll be a good thing to buy. But again, it's all about making sure the price is right. And then they also have people that travel through. They can also park over there.
No doubt.
Oh man,
it's all about.
I appreciate that.
Do y'all have any questions in the audience? Any questions? Please levy those questions. Let us hear them. We're trying to get you from zero to profit in 30 days.
Yes, I see. I hope I'm saying it right. Evelio, he says, are you still doing your mentor course? Yes. If you go to mobilehomeeliteinvestors.com, you can go ahead and apply for that program. We definitely still have it. Then I think I've seen Beth had asked about, how have you dealt with River Oaks Senior Living Community in Calumet City? The lot rent is $599. It's a 55 plus community. It's hard. Is it hard to sell a 55 plus mobile home? So it's not necessarily hard to sell a 55 plus. It's just you got to know where your audience is at. All right. Me personally, we don't deal with nothing in the Chicagoland area. It's just personal preference. But I'm very familiar with that part. You just have to know where your audience. So the good thing about it nowadays, 55 plus, from 55 even to 65, a lot of them are going to be on Facebook. So you can actually market to them now. You know what I'm saying? With them being on Facebook nowadays. And then also you want to see what the demand is. I think that park is normally pretty full. So in a 55 plus community, you'll get a lot of people driving by for sale signs and giving you a call. So I think that you're definitely, you can definitely get it done. It's a desirable area because people still want to live close to their family in the Chicagoland area. So yeah, you should be fine on that. And then Beth says she missed the part about winterized mobile home. Oh yeah, so pretty much, you definitely want to, you can pour, what's the antifreeze down the toilets, seal them up, make sure you're sealing them up. Also, you want to make sure you have heat tape on all of the pipes underneath the mobile home. And then if you have any gaps in the skirting, so if there's any holes in the skirting, you either want to tape those up or put something to kind of new vinyl to replace that so wind doesn't get through that. And make sure you keep heat and electric on. You want to make sure you're paying your gas and utility. Probably keep it about anywhere from like 65, 70 degrees, just so you can definitely have so that's that, definitely you can keep the home heated during the whole time. Oh, and then one more thing, keep a faucet with a low drip so your pipes don't freeze.
No doubt. Let me see. I have a difficult time finding mobile home parks. Let me see here. You see this here?
David, give Sunny Hills a call in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. That's our park. Sunny Hills, Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It's that's like 25 minutes outside of it. I think we only have like one or two left. Let's see. What's another one? We working on another one. I can't think. Damn, I can't even remember the names of our parks.
That's a good problem.
Hey, it's a good problem, right? But look in Greensburg, PA. You could probably have a little bit more success there.
No doubt.
Appreciate that comment, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, indeed.
Man, appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you, King.
Y'all got any last words to drop on them?
Any last words?
Oh man, I like this. This was dope, man. I like the questions that came, man. Appreciate it. The tribe that came over from the webinar. So yeah, man, I'll start off, man. Listen, again, we talk about $0 to profit in 30 days. The biggest thing is you have to invest in yourself. Now, one thing I want to tell you is you don't got to start from scratch. Whatever you're looking to do, somebody already got that blueprint out of there. So you can do it two ways. You can either go find it if they got a program or take mentorship by them, pay the price. Always look at it like this. It's not a cost, it's an investment. So invest in the program to get you to the next level. So that way you don't have to try to figure out all the hurdles. They're going to tell you everything that's on there. So that can really help you to, get your business up.
No doubt.
All right.
O'Neil.
I'll say, man, Black Friday 2 days. Invest in yourself before you invest in anybody else's company. Don't go buy no clothes. Buy a course, buy a book, learn the game, make money. Everybody needs at minimum 2 sources of income. One is too close to none. A job is unreliable these days. COVID is picking up in cases, so you might not have a job in the next 2-3 weeks. So you better get started.
No doubt.
Build for the family. Work for the family, work for your last name, invest in your last name instead of investing in Ford, Louis Vuitton, and all that. Anything else you got, Byron?
Yeah, man, I would say making sure that you just keep that mindset. That mindset got to be on point. Making sure that you forget about all those past failures, forget about your family's failures. Don't let that stuff creep into your mind and make you believe that you should settle for less, or you should just be like how they was. Your life is different. You your own you. So don't allow that negativity to just creep into your mind and erode your dreams and erode your vision. You know what I mean? Because listen, you could 100% make it just like Jeff Bezos or anybody else that made it in entrepreneurship. So just that's my main thing, mindset over everything, for sure. We got one more question here too. Byron, you want to get this?
Yeah, so Clarence. So one thing I'm gonna tell you a hack, right? Here's the thing. When you first leave your job, if you're a full-time entrepreneur, you're at the beginning of your entrepreneur, go apply for Medicaid. Go take, because first of all, you paid all that on your taxes. You was paying Social Security, you was paying Medicaid, you was paying somebody else's stuff. Go to the aid office, bite your pride, and go get that first. The state will take care of you. Then, like you said, then you can pay those higher rates once your business gets rolling. But it's okay. Your health, look at it like this. Your health is an investment. So don't even care about the higher rates. And the larger your company gets, the lower your rates gonna get, right? So honestly, think about it. Like, take advantage of the state. I don't even care. You go get a food stamps. Go get it, right? Because you grinding and you need that cushion. Then that's when you go pay, the extra for that insurance for your health.
No doubt.
I like that.
And also with our company, we getting health insurance for, well, just our administration employees. So we paying all health insurance for administration employees. Some of our what you can call it, the employees that don't commission only.
Oh, commission
only employees. We're also we're going to extend it to them, but at the same time, it's because they don't. They work is different. You know what I mean? That's going to be kind of optional thing. But for all of our admin employees, they're going to be on full insurance starting 2021. So, yeah, that's that deal. Yes, indeed.
Man, that's dope. This was another dope one, man.
Yes, indeed.
Super dope, man. Y'all brothers, man. I love doing this with y'all, man. Like I said, if I could do a podcast, I wouldn't do it with nobody else, man. Y'all be bringing heat.
No doubt. Same here, man.
Sure.
Listen, I hope y'all got some value out of that. But until the next time, I would absolutely love to see you on the other side of success. You know what I'm saying? And be blessed. And yeah, man, I don't know. That's it.
Go share with a few people. We'll see you on the next one.
Yes, indeed.